Hey guys, and welcome to the Working Money channel. Please subscribe, guys. It really does help with that YouTube algorithm, and a thumbs up never hurts as well. So 589 Revisited. I originally did this video back a couple of years ago. You can see down here the timestamp, October 5th, 2019. And you know, a lot of the things in this video still ring very true. So today, what I wanted to do was re-examine the whole concept of $589 per XRP. And guys, no, it is not just a price prediction. It has a lot of meaning, and we are discovering more meaning for 589 every single day. So I think without further ado, I'm just gonna launch into this video because this video does cover a lot of what I want to talk about. And for those of you guys who have already seen it, maybe it will be a good refresher. Anyway, here it is. So today's a very special episode of the Working Money channel. I have reached my 589th episode today, and I thought it would be very appropriate to examine everything 589 in this episode. I know some of you guys remember the price prediction from Bearable Guy, 589 plus by EOY 2018, and that it never came to fruition. Well guys, there are some other clues pointing to 589 that have been uncovered over the couple of years at least that I've been in this space. But you know what? There is even more than you think, and I believe I have actually uncovered something else that hasn't been discussed yet, so we'll get to that in a bit. So first of all, of course, there is the 589 price prediction by EOY 2018. Bearable Guy came out and suggested that the price of XRP was going to reach 589 plus, so plus 589 by the end of 2018, and sure enough, that did not happen. This screen grab actually has the little decimal spot here, but before the 589, this is somebody trolling the 589ers. And so this was a really big deal back in, fourth quarter of 2018. Everybody thought, we're going to get rich off our XRP. It's going to go to $589 per token. And, even I had a little fun with it as well, with the 589 puns. This from Coin Compare. And yeah, it looks pretty authentic, right? I sent this to XRP_Canada on New Year's Eve last year. One day though, folks, one day. Then in April, I believe, I did this video here, XRP. I think I might know what Bearable Guy 123 meant by 589 plus by EOY 2018, and it was this whole theory. Somebody left a comment on my page of one of my videos with regards to this. And so essentially, just to round it up, on all the different exchanges, we saw different all-time highs for XRP. On the Bitfinex exchange, we saw 330, Kraken 335, Bitstamp 331, Binance 354, and on Poloniex 353. And we know that XRP was trading at about 0.006 cents at the beginning of the year, so January 1st, 2017. And if you actually do the calculations, if you take the Poloniex number of 353 and you take the yearly, the price of XRP on the first day of the year, January 1st, and you multiply it, you get an increase of 588.33 times. But for all intents and purposes, we'll call it 589. So some of us were thinking, is that what Bearable Guy meant by 589? The Lodestar thing as well, Bearable Guy posted this at the end of 2018, but right before Christmas. And in here, he talks about 589. 589, what a beautiful number. That one number which has been spoken about since it first debuted, like a cobalt blue shooting star flying at the speed of light, has brought about a great discussion inside and outside the XRP community. That number has so many meanings and reasons behind it. That number, that one breadcrumb, has led to so many discoveries about what XRP is now and what it can become. 589 is a code for what was getting ready to happen at the end of the year. 589 is the Comex rule. 589 are the Nostro Vostro accounts unleashed. 589 is hope and knowledge. Since there is no regulatory clarity at this time, the XRP price is being held back. This is no accident, so don't get tricked and get a case of the weak hands. Brad has said that the process itself has been slower than what he expected or wished for. Well, when it comes to governments, it will be. And this just reiterating a good point for all of us to remember as well, guys. regulations are still coming, and this is almost a year on, and we're still kind of in the same boat. Well, the price of XRP is also kind of in the same boat. So what Bearable Guy mentions here are a few things, right? So we talk about the Comex rule, and I know this has been discussed before as well, the operation of the new 589 for metals, futures, and options. Let me just make that a little bigger here. At the commencement of each trading day, the new Rule 589 will require the exchanges to determine initial price fluctuation limits as levels above or below the previous day's settlement price. For lead month primary futures contracts, there are 3 primary Comex metals futures contracts and 2 primary NYMEX metals futures contracts. These contracts have the largest and most liquid metals central limit order books on the CME Globex, or are considered separate and distinct standalone products on an outright basis. Essentially, this Comex rule has to do with the liquidity, okay? Special price fluctuations, the special price fluctuation limits acceptable to those contracts with special price fluctuations limits are set forth in the special price fluctuations limits table. So it talks about at the commencement of each trading day, there shall be initial price fluctuation limits in effect for each futures contract month of the primary futures contract. Above or below the previous day's settlement price for such contract month set at the first special price fluctuation limit level as provided by the table. These are fluctuation limits, guys. These are special measures put in place in the event that there needs to be a temporary trading halt. So the Comex trading rule, important for business, important for the powers that be to be able to control trading in case there isn't enough liquidity. They want to be able to have a monitoring system in place. Well, XRP is going to change all that if it is indeed on demand liquidity. So this is news from months ago when Bearable Guy came up with that. But something very interesting here is that Miguel Valles was indeed on this on the CME board back in 2014 when this statement was put out. And so CME obviously trades all major asset classes from one marketplace. This from Wikipedia here. It's the Chicago Mercantile Exchange and Chicago Board of Trade. And it's a global markets company. It owns a large derivatives, options, and future exchange in Chicago and New York City using its CME Globex trading platforms. So guys, the 589 Comex rule in place to be able to monitor and control the liquidity. And of course, Miguel Valles, for those of you who do not know, is now an employee of Ripple, and this from November 2016, so 2 years after this Comex rule page was published. Now, we also have the theory around 589 and Cobalt, and this from Michael Pinky7, Pinky77 on Twitter. My theory around 589 and Cobalt is that Ripple chose that name because its atomic weight is the same as the money in Nostro accounts divided by the amount of circulating XRP, which is exactly the problem Ripple tries to solve. This back from August 2018. And so this article came out about a year ago. Ripple Cobalt set to change financial transfers and crypto. Ripple is the world's 3rd most valuable currency, even with each coin trading at only 29 cents. So many people. Okay, so this is quite dated now. Obviously, they're talking about the price from back when the article was originally published. But this, Ripple Cobalt is coming. Ripple Cobalt is a complex array of technical advancements that will make Ripple faster and more reliable. Presently, it takes about 4 seconds for a Ripple transaction to move between sender and recipient. That's shockingly fast compared to payment channels like Western Union, which take days. But Ripple can go even faster. Ripple Cobalt will reduce the time to 1 second or less no matter where in the world the recipient lives. Funds can clear from source to destination in a span of 1 heartbeat. Speed is just one of the benefits of efficiency. Ripple Cobalt will be cheaper to use. Ripple is already cheap at the moment, making it a natural technology to adopt for established financial channels like the ones we've already discussed. So with Ripple Cobalt, Ripple will begin to make big advancements to becoming the world's most popular cryptocurrency. Ripple is already more reliable than Bitcoin, Ethereum. Okay, so it goes on talking about Cobalt. Michael Pinky here as well, mentioning the weight and the atomic weight of Cobalt. 58.9. Okay, guys, so something else pointing to 589 with relation to Ripple, with relation to XRP. We got the Comex rule talking about the liquidity and those measures put in place to manage and control the liquidity. So that's the Comex rule. We have the price prediction, obviously. And then we had the alternative price prediction from months later. Bearable Guy obviously saying 589 is not just one thing. It does point to many things. So guys, I thought I'd do some more digging, and just yesterday I found this. Now this talks about angelic numbers, and so I'm sure some of you guys may believe in this, some of you guys probably do not, and that's fine, but I think it's important we read some of this because it hits home Bearable Guy's message with regards to the number. So the angelic message of the number 589, guys, I will link this in the description. I'm just going to start from here. You will soon be going through a good time for a better learning of life. Your motivation will be put to the test. At certain key moments, you may even be tempted to let go, but you have to persevere because the full bloom is at the end of the road. Supported by your imagination and creativity, you will be able to make the best decisions that will lead you to your personal freedom that you have not yet achieved. These mutations of life are associated with the number 589 and more particularly with the number 5. The number 589 is also indicative of greater self-confidence and authority and by extension to power. This has all the features of a career development, more satisfying and fulfilling, as well as the satisfaction of financial needs, people. If the number 8 is evocative of the concept of karma and the universal spiritual law of cause and effect, it is the fruit of your combined efforts and your human qualities which are at the center of this evolution. This is confirmed by the number 9. It expresses your generosity and kindness towards others. The angels always encourage you to give the best example to others. It is also the key to your personal success. The angelic number 589 also brings a message from angels that you are able to reach your greatest life goals. Persevere, guys, and this is a big message that Bearable Guy was trying to push. We have to persevere through this. Despite what's happening, despite who's holding the price of XRP back, we know good things are coming, and essentially, this is what this is all about. The angels hear your prayers and never leave you alone in the face of the different trials that earthly life has in store for you. Trust that your material needs and desires will be met as you move forward. Your life will be a positive example for others to follow. The angels encourage you to continue following the call and mission of your soul. All in all, the number 589, the angels are anxious to reassure you that they support you in all the major areas of your life: love, family, work, and finance. So guys, it is important to persevere. It is important not to lose motivation, and that your motivation will be put to the test as this suggests. This is really great. At certain key moments, I'm just going to read this again. You may even be tempted to let go, but you have to persevere because the full bloom is at the end of the road. Guys, even if XRP does not hit 589 per coin, I think a lot of us will still be doing all right. So there you have it, guys, 589. After I published this video originally, a lot of people down here were congratulating me on the 589th episode of the Working Money channel. At this point in time, I think I'm over 1,600 episodes of the Working Money channel. So yeah, it's been an amazing voyage, and I'm hoping to continue this into the future. Some people down here were also mentioning some 589 concepts that I did not touch on in this video, like D Alpha B down here. 589. In the Gematria calculator, says Trump says XRP can help us solve the US dollar crisis. Well, that seems kind of convenient now, doesn't it? So what I did was I took the Gematria calculator here, guys, put in 589. I did notice that it did come up with Donald Trump, not to mention the code of a number up here. Now, that is interesting to say the least. Also note, guys, a storm is coming right down here. And so does that conjure up some imagery for you guys? Bearable Guy and the ship Riddle passing the storm, moving towards lighter days. Now let's not forget the 589 prediction was made by Bearable Guy all the way back in 2018. And I believe it was April 2019 when he finally posted this. So was a storm coming? Are we currently in the eye of the storm? Of course, there was also that SEC lawsuit. Bearable Guy seemed to have had his thumb on the pulse of what was going on in the crypto industry at that time. None of us were really too privy to the bigger plans. The fact that there were internal forces, or rather there are internal forces that want to thwart Ripple from succeeding. Well, we're almost at the end of that, guys. And so a storm is coming. I think that one is very apropos. If I keep going down here, what I also notice is this: Mary Helen de Rothschild, or Marie-Hélène de Rothschild. She was a French socialite who became a doyenne of Parisian high society and was a member of the prominent Rothschild banking family of France. So obviously a member of the Rothschild family, and she comes up when we put in 589 in this Gematria calculator. Not to mention this, guys, and I thought this one was the best one of all, Ripple the bull, which ultimately speaks to the altcoin bull market that we have still yet to see. Sure, XRP has rallied a little bit since 2020. We still are in the courts though. We still are at the mercy of the SEC. But the funny thing I noticed here, even if you guys don't believe in this Gematria calculator stuff, the fact of the matter remains, Bearable Guy's predictions from the beginning had to do with storms and plans within plans, changing the financial system and people's school of view on XRP. All this has come to fruition. Let's not forget, he did predict this way back in 2018, and throughout the years we have noticed time and time again that slowly but surely his predictions seem to be coming true. One last thing, guys, I wanted to mention here from, no, it wasn't from this, it was from D Alpha B here. He also says, as well, let's not forget that 5 plus 8 plus 9 equals 22. That's right, 22, guys. 22. Do you remember when Brad Garlinghouse took some time out of his busy schedule to let us know about this?
Hi, I'm Brad Garlinghouse, the CEO here at Ripple. It's an honor and really a privilege for us to be one of the founding members of the International Association for Trusted Blockchain Applications. This really is a pivotal time for the distributed ledger technology industry. It's critical that as an industry, we come together and engage with regulators and with governments globally. The work we're seeing with the European Commission is pivotal and can be leading in this effort. We're thrilled to be involved and look forward to being a leading participant.
This video was done, guys, in June of 2020. In response to the fact that Ripple was the first blockchain company on the ISO 20022 standard, shaping the future of cross-border payments. So is it any coincidence that Bearable Guy decided to use the number 589? Is it any coincidence that, it means a lot more than just a price? I think we have done the number 589 justice. I think at this point, we know all the meanings of 589, unless maybe you think I've forgotten one. Put it down in the comments if I have. So I want to hear what you guys think. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Like the video if you like the content I'm providing. I always love hearing your comments. See you in the next one, guys.